G'day team, my name's Liam and today I'm here with my friends at JD and ASICS for a bit of a deep dive / history lesson on one of my favourite sneaker franchises, the ASICS Gel Quantum line. We're about to go quantum here, so get that attention span ready and strap in. Introduced in 2016, the Gel Quantum 360 hit the ground running in the Australian market. Originally designed as a performance shoe, it was quickly adapted into the lifestyle sector. Quantums were the first shoe to feature a fully visible 360 gel midsole. With a bold set of debut colorways, the OG Gel Quantum 360 quickly took place as a mainstay on the streets and sidewalks of Australia. As time ticked on, we saw a slew of different tweaks to the silhouette, with each new iteration holding down its own specific nuance. So what was happening in 2015 that saw the Quantum break out of the performance category and into the lifestyle sector? No easy feat. My guess? Retro sneaker exhaustion. 2015 was a massive year for ASICS Lifestyle. They celebrated 25 years of the Gel Lyte 3 with 12 high-profile collaborators. Ronnie Fike's Gel Lyte 5s were basically made of unobtainium, and there was just a whole lot of energy around collab sneakers on retro silhouettes. Surprisingly, that much hype in one direction really opens the door for alternatives. When retro sneakers were going right, some of those in the know went left. Industry insiders the likes of Kiko Kostatinov started experimenting with the performance archive at ASICS and releasing what's become some of the priciest ASICS silhouettes to source in modern times. Silhouettes like the Gelburst 1, Kayano, and Nimbus enter the chat. It's a slow burn to start with, but sure enough, as the oversaturation of retro sneakers started to take effect, performance shapes with their aggressive nature and comfortable ride started to rise in popularity, eventually breaking into the mainstream as an alternative for the average sneaker enjoyer. I've been lucky enough to be in the sneaker industry and with JD for a while now, and got to not only see most of these pairs rise through the ranks of desirability, but have also helped launch some of the most iconic colorways. In 2023, I had the privilege to head to Japan to shoot the JD exclusive Gel Quantum 367 Tokyo Neon collection. That would be a good reason for these to be my favorite sneaker in the Gel Quantum lineup, but my heart truly lies with the Gel Quantum 8. The latest and greatest amalgamation of comfort and style, fantastic shape, and even better colorways. The perfect palette to host bright and obnoxious colorways and understated bangers.
We've got the global product manager
On the phone, Zach Davies. So let's jump on the line with him and see what's going on. We'll just jump straight into it then, shall we?
Yeah, cool.
So first question is, how important is the Gel Quantum franchise to ASICS?
Gel Quantum is extremely important to us as a brand. For us, it kind of bridges the gap between tech and then also lifestyle.
Yep.
I think as well, it's like quite authentic to us, which is really cool. Like not a lot of brands can replicate that. It means that it's authentic to us and our DNA kind of thing. So in the Australian market, it's huge. So.
Yeah, like I swear every second person I see walking past, like especially in like, I don't know, in certain areas, it's just like the shoe goes off, man. Like what goes into designing the next pair in an already successful franchise?
A lot. It's actually truly amazing how many people it takes to bring a product to life. Seeing that process, which is really, really cool. Especially when there's like a model which is such an icon for us that we kind of update quite regularly. I think as well, like looking at how we can research and always improve comfort, fit, etc. for the consumer, like always looking at problem solving. That's pretty big for us, and taking some of the learnings from the other sides and like around like technology and stuff like that. How can we, utilize that and, take some learnings there?
Yeah, 100%. Very nice. Was there ever like an aha moment when designing the Gel Quantum 8? Like, was there a point where you were just like, yep, like this is it? Like,
yeah, I mean, from first protos to final, definitely. I think like the big aha moment was like definitely looking at how we can create value for the consumer and comfort. How can we make this model the most comfortable versus version 7 or version 6? So that was a big challenge. We actually did a lot of testing versus the previous models to see how we can improve comfort, make it softer, but then also not make it heavier as well, because you put more gel in, it becomes super heavy. One of the cool things that the version 8 has specifically, it has the most amount of visible gel that we've had in Quantum 360, but it's actually lighter than a lot of the predecessors. So, we really look to make sure we can maximize that without sacrificing comfort or anything like that. From a design point of view, I think looking at the way that the gel's constructed, you've got kind of like, we try to make sure that the gel kind of wraps as much as the midsole as possible. I really liked that the way we could create gradients through the gel and kind of incorporating the Trustic. So, going from a light blue to a dark blue and making it feel seamless. Really, really sick.
what is your favorite colorway of the Gel Quantum 8?
So I definitely love the first colorways that we did. So the white azul blue, which has that gradient effect through the gel, and then also in the upper through that 3D printing. We also did a elevated colorway, which was a cream pepper, There was hues of browns and stuff. It kind of had like a little bit more of a elevated feel to it. But for me personally as well, like I really like the pink colorways. So when we do white pinks or black pinks, it just pops super nice.
I was really surprised how well I've got them here. Like a colorway like this, you kind of, if you were to describe that on paper to me, I would be like, okay, like that's a lot going on. Like, how's that gonna work? But I've actually just cleaned these, but I've beaten the hell out of this shoe. Like this, I've put so many Ks on this shoe. I like wear it all the time, and like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they host really unconventional colorways well, which like probably is testament to like really good design. You guys absolutely killed it. What's next in the Gel Quantum lineup? Will we see like a return of the Gel Quantum 1?
Yeah, so we're about to hit 10 years of Gel Quantum, which I think is pretty special internally. Like I think in today's day, there's not a lot of sneakers that kind of last for 10 years, I would say, like especially with like hype and, you know, trends and stuff like this. So it's really special that, you know, we can have a model in the lifestyle space that kind of is consistent and, you know, always progressing and updating over 10 years. So with that, we do want to celebrate the 10 years. So we will have some exciting things like bringing version 1 back for a special occasion.
Well, I guess that'll wrap us up, man. Thanks so much for your time. I know you're a busy man with lots going on, so I really appreciate it. But man, much love. Thank you so much for making the time for us today. We appreciate it so much and can't wait to see what's next.
Anytime. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. Happy to help out. Good to see a familiar face.
Thanks for joining us today, Zach. We're running out of time now, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention some of the best quantum collabs we've seen. Most recently, Justin Saunders of Jown teased a monotone Gel Quantum 360, a bread and butter silhouette for JD. Anytime you see a full-length gel midsole, you know that they're just gonna fly off the shelves. The perfect simple colorway and hyper wearable, Justin and the team at the 4Js know a thing or two about designing the perfect wearable sneaker, and these are no exception. More of a styling asset than a colorway, this blank canvas of a color is all about bringing the silhouette into the limelight for what it is, great design. The same can be said for Studio Nicholson and CP Company's GQ8s for the same reason. On the other side of the fence, you can't talk about Gel Quantum collabs without talking about Cecile Barnson. Her absolutely insanely good Gel Quantum 8 collaboration. Reworking the upper into like the perfect feminine rendition with attention to detail in all the right places. Same can be said for her Gel Quantum 7 360s. With notable mentions to the Kiko Hysteric Glamour Gel Quantum Lily's, PE Nation's Gel Quantum 7 180s, GmbH's 365s, and the hyper-aggressive Kiko Levi track. So now that we've covered everything quantum, there's something big that I've got here for you guys. The next piece of the quantum puzzle. I'm gonna unbox a special set of these bad boys very soon. I'll take you guys through all the details then. Thanks for listening, and as ASICS would like you to do, keep that mind sound to keep that body sound. I'll catch you lot again next time. Hello, Zach? Hello, Zach? Hello, Zach?